Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss a poem written by W.B. Yeats. The poem is Sailing to Byzantium. This poem was published by W.B. Yeats in 1927. W.B. Yeats is also known as the last Romantics. W.B. Yeats migrated from his motherland, that is from Ireland, to England. Sailing to Byzantium by W.B. Yeats. Byzantium was an ancient Greek colony, later named Constantinople, which is situated where Istanbul or Turkey now stands. So Byzantium has three names. Byzantium is the ancient name, then Constantinople during the Roman regime, and finally Istanbul during the Ottoman Empire. Now it was the fall of Constantinople which resulted in the beginning of Renaissance in the entire Europe. In the poem, the speaker feels the country in which he resides is no place for the old. It is only welcoming to the young and promising. The speaker thus decides to travel to Byzantium and later to eternity, where age is not an issue and he will be able to transcend his physical life. Sailing to Byzantium, first stanza. That is no country for old men. Now that perhaps refers to that the poet has already migrated to Byzantium and there is a distance of almost more than 3000 kilometers from London to Byzantium. Now the poet has already left to Byzantium and he perhaps was not happy with the state of affair which was going on in London or in England. Why? Because the poet later says, the young in one another's arm, birds in the in the trees, those dying generations at their song. Perhaps author is not happy because perhaps there is no scope of spirituality, spiritual elevation in England. People are lecherous, people are enjoying their sensual pleasure, they are happy in the arm of one another, and perhaps they are neglecting both old people as well as spirituality. And because of that, W.B. Yeats perhaps was not happy. The salmon falls, the mackerel crowded seas. Now, the salmon and mackerels, they are fishes and they are the symbol of procreation. So, the young people, they are procreating, they are enjoying their sensual pleasure and they are happy among themselves, but they are neglecting both old people as well as spiritual elevation. Young people of London. Fish, flesh, or fowl, commend all summer long. Whatever is begotten, born and dies. Author W.B. Yeats. He wanted to make us understand through this poem that the young people, they are enjoying their life, they are eating fish, they are enjoying flesh, and they are leading a life of oblivion, forgetfulness. But they are unable to understand that whatever is begotten, finally they will become old and they will die. Caught in that sensual music, all neglect, monuments of unaging intellect. W.B. Yeats further adds that these young people from my country, they are perhaps unable to understand that spiritual elevation is of utmost importance, but they are busy in their sensual world, they are busy in their sensual pleasure, they are busy in the game of senses, and they are neglecting the monuments of unaging intellect, the monuments perhaps which will provide them a spiritual relief. Young people happy in their country, but perhaps they are neglecting the monuments of unaging intellect. An aged man is but a paltry thing, a tattered coat upon a stick. W. Bates further adds that in England, perhaps, old man is but an unwanted thing. Nobody wanted to talk to him, nobody wanted to come near him. He is useless, he is just like a scarecrow, a tattered coat upon a stick, unless soul clasp its hand and sing and louder sing for every tatter in its mortal dress. W. Beats further adds that we all know that old people will die, they will go to heaven. But even before going to heaven, they wanted to lead a life of spirituality. Unfortunately, perhaps there is no scope of embracing spirituality in England, in London. Old people who are dejected, sad, and neglected in England. They are just like a scarecrow, tattered coat. Nor is there singing school, but studying monuments of its own magnificence. Author says that perhaps in the entire England there is no school who used to taught spirituality. People of London, they do not adore monuments. They do not entertain the idea of erecting or establishing monuments. And therefore, I have sailed the seas and come to the holy city of Byzantium. And because the author is dejected, the author is sad, the author is dissatisfied, and therefore says he that he has finally decided to sail to the Byzantium, which is almost more than 3000 kilometers from his own motherland, that is England. The beautiful city of Byzantium. O sages standing in God's holy fire, as in the gold mosaic of a wall. Now, when he came to Byzantium, he saw sages who are carved in golden mosaic on the wall, and perhaps the sages wanted to communicate something of utmost importance to the onlooker of the Byzantium. So, in fact, Byzantium is a place where spirituality, art, culture perhaps was prevailing. O sages, standing in God's holy fire, as in the gold mosaic of a wall, come from the holy fire, serene in a gyre, and be the singing masters of my soul. Now, perhaps the poet W. B. Yeats is invoking to those sages who seems to be looking at him, who seems to be part and parcel of the walls which are made up of gold mosaic. Now he is invoking them, he is requesting them, he is urging them that please become a singing master of my soul. Please transform me from a person who in fact was brought up in a materialistic world to a person who wanted to embrace spirituality. The golden mosaic and the sages who wanted to communicate to the poets. Consume my heart away, my heart which is sick of materialism, my heart which is full of sensual pleasure. Please consume it away. My heart which is sick with desire and fastened to a dying animal. Now, since there are elements of sickness and desire within me as well, therefore, please consume the impurities of my heart and made it pure. It knows not what it is, and gather me into the artifice of eternity. So transform me in such a way that I myself will become artifice of eternity. I myself shall attain spirituality. Out of nature, I shall never take my bodily from any natural thing. The author says that if I will die, I do not want to come back to take any bodily form, because I know that bodies are mortal, whereas art is not, whereas spirituality is not. Therefore, if I will die, I will prefer not to come to this world, or I will prefer not to take any bodily shape. But such a form as Grecian goldsmith make of hammered gold and gold enameling. Now, author would like to take the shape of a golden bird, the kind of bird Grecian goldsmiths are believed to have designed for the pleasure of the emperor. So, if he wanted to come back, If he was given an opportunity to come back to this world, he wanted to take the shape of a bird which is being made by the Grecian goldsmith in ancient past, the golden bird. The poet wanted to become. To keep a drowsy emperor awake. Now, the basic purpose of this golden bird was to keep the drowsy emperor awake. But as far as the poet is concerned, now if he will given an opportunity to become a golden bird, definitely he will sing a song to the ladies and to the people who are in Byzantium, and he will try to motivate them towards spirituality. Or set up a golden bow to sing to lords and ladies of Byzantium of what is past or passing or to come. Author says that if I will take a shape of a golden bow, definitely, I will try to sing to the lords and ladies of Byzantium about things which has passed, things which are passing, and things which will come, which will descend in this world. Means I will talk about the spirituality. I will talk about the evils of sensuality, and I will talk about the importance of spiritual elevation. Now, as far as the structure of this poem is concerned, the poem is broken into four stanzas, each containing 8 lines. There is a set of rhyme scheme throughout the poem of A B A B A B C C A B A B A B C C. Yeats wrote the poem in iambic pentameter, and there is a rhyming couplet at the end of each stanza. Such a rhyming scheme of stanzas is known as the Otaiva Rhyma. So this is all about this beautiful video. Thank you very much for watching this.